Hey, what is going on, everybody? Jerma here with some Fistful of Frags on a gameplay commentary. I screwed that one up. It's actually a gameplay commentary on Fistful of Frags. I went backwards on it. I haven't had my coffee this morning, so forgive me. But hi, how are you guys? Welcome to this video. It's been a little while since I've made a just talking to the microphone video like you're watching right now, where I just discuss something that's on my mind or something that's sort of relevant to the gaming world, or even just my life in general. This is just gonna be kind of an update, one of those updatey, I ramble and rant for like 5 to 10 minutes, and that's it. So, Fistful of Frags in the background. This is my game of the year for 2014. If you were curious at what my game of the years are for 2014, we're gonna get those out of the way, because I haven't really talked about it. I talked about it like once in Star's stream a week or so ago. But here you go. Here are my games of the year for 2014. In no particular order, okay? Fistful of Frags, Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Shadow of Mordor, SMITE, and Lethal League. So there you go. Those are my top 5 games that came out in 2014. And technically, Fistful of Frags was a mod from a long time ago, but it released on Steam in 2014. So if you don't want to count Fistful of Frags, then it's Tactical Intervention. Again, because Tactical Intervention is Game of the Year every fucking year. No matter what year it is, okay? So just you can replace that wherever you want. And now that that's out of the way, we're going to actually talk about one of them in particular, the one that you're watching right now, Fistful of Frags, and how I really wish there were more games like this. Because I need fresh ideas. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent, I need something that can fill my brain with all kinds of wonderful knowledge. No, I need something that's just interesting. If something doesn't interest me, I can't do it. I can't play it. The same thing with this YouTube channel, guys. If something doesn't interest me enough to make a video, I'm not gonna make a video. I'm not gonna press a button to record and force myself to upload a video because I have to be interested in something. It has to be something that I go, you know what, okay, I want to do that. And if you take a look at some of the recent first-person shooters that, when I say recent, I mean the last 10 years or 5 years. That's not recent at all. I'm sorry. If you take a look at the most recent first-person shooters in the last fucking decade, that's a stupid thing to say. But in my recent memory of gaming, I gravitate towards games that have interesting ideas, strange stuff, crazy, weird mechanics, style. I don't like to play the kind of run-of-the-mill shooters. I'm not saying they're bad games, I just have trouble. I have such attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, guys. I have ADHD. If I don't immediately, like, get... Hold on a second, there's a squirrel at my window. Hey! What are you doing? Come... Look at that squirrel! That's a funny-looking animal. If I don't get locked into something within the first hour or so of playing the game, I'm not really going to put that much time into it. It has to be pretty colors, it has to be interesting gameplay, it's got to be something to make my brain click, and that doesn't happen that frequently. And that's my transition to talking about Overwatch. Overwatch is the new Blizzard game that's coming out in the next, maybe within the next year or so. There'll be a beta, I think, eventually coming up here soon, I don't know. But I don't want to get so hyped up about Overwatch for one very specific reason. It might not be that fun. I'm not going to say it isn't going to be fun. I'm just saying that there's a possibility, with the track record of the last 5 years or so from all these AAA companies releasing games, and a lot of them being not that great, I just don't want to get hyped up about a game anymore. Now, this is not a shot at Blizzard, because this game might be fantastic. Overwatch might be a fantastic game, which I will dump a ton of time into. But I just don't know that yet. And I really wish the Overwatch team the absolute best of luck. And I hope you guys come up with something great. I hope it's interesting, and I hope it's really fun, because I really want to enjoy it. And hopefully the name of the game is still Overwatch by the time you're watching this video, because they just got like a trademark problem. So the name of the game could be like Fusion Core. Alright, so when Fusion Core comes out, in whatever beta it's going to come out in, I'll take a look at it, and we'll talk again there. But I need to be very, very careful. And I can't stress this enough, at how careful I need to be when Overwatch comes into beta, because beta means it's a beta. And the same exact scenario I do not want to have play out what happened to me when I played SMITE, one of my other 2014 games of the year. When SMITE was in very, very early closed beta, I played a shitload of it. I was so into it. I was making videos on it. It was like, oh, this game is so much fun. This is such an awesome game. But it was so early in the game's development, and it wasn't even close to being ready yet. There was a lot of unbalanced gods. There was a lot of broken stuff in the game, and it was frustrating. And I really burnt myself out in that year or so that I put into that closed beta because it was such a fun idea. It was such a great, fun concept, and it wasn't done. It just wasn't done. And I put all my energy into it when it wasn't done. So I don't want to do the same thing with Overwatch. I'm looking into a crystal ball right now, and I'm seeing the same scenario play out. It's a game that looks really fun, really interesting, and I'm going to put time into it when it's not done. So I, again, want to stress to myself and to you guys out there, when you're playing a new game that you're hyped up for, and this is like hype in general, just let it play out a little bit. Don't just dump all your eggs in one basket and spend a huge amount of time in something, knowing that when you're done putting all the time into it, you might not care anymore when it's actually a finished product, and potentially a way better product than the one that you put all the time into years ago. So, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. That's all I really wanted to say. One more thing. My book, I'm still working on the book. Books are hard. Don't expect, it's going to suck. And eat your vegetables, because there's all kinds of calcium, and there's all kinds of, there's vitamin K in that broccoli there. There's vitamin K in that broccoli. You want to eat that broccoli, make sure you take in a little bit of protein too, because protein is the building block of all cells. And that's it. That's the end of the video.